Hey, what's going on? So today we're going to be doing a bit of lens ball photography. I've had this little thing for about 2 years or 3 years now. Pretty much when I started my Instagram account, I've had this lens ball and I've only used it a handful of times. So today I actually want to go out and try it out at night because I've never done a night photography shoot with this lens ball. If you don't know what this is, it's essentially a piece of glass shaped in a ball, but it creates a really cool effect. When you hold it up to a camera, it creates like this bokeh effect, which everything else in the background is blurry. And it also, if you focus it on the background, it will warp everything that's inside this ball. Rather than me explaining this, let's go into the city and see what we can do with this. So we've just got into the city, and as you can see behind me, there's this new light here in Melbourne. I don't know exactly what it is. It's like a light wall. So I've got the 24-70 on because I want to have a wide shot for this shot here, because I'm going to have to hold the lens ball in my hand. So that's why I'm using this lens. But yeah, for this shot, I pretty much just want to have my hand extended out, and then I want it to be focused on the lens ball itself with all the bokeh in the background. So let's do it. So we got some cool shots here, but the only problem with this spot is that these lights here are a bit too high. So if we can find a location or a photo spot where the lights are like more on our level, I think we'll get a better shot. Alright, so I think we've found the right location. If you're in Melbourne, this is Bourke Street Mall. They have these really cool seats and they're at accessible levels, whereas the other spot, you can't actually, like, it's not on our eye level, so it's a bit hard to get it all in the frame. I think we're going to place the ball on the seats, and then that should make for a cool shot because we've got all the leading lines. So let's go try it out. One of my favorite things about photography is the fact that you can always get really creative, try new ideas, and it's always really fun. Shooting with the lens ball tonight really brought back memories of when I first started photography, because I actually bought it when I was 17 or 16, back when I was first starting out, and I would go out and that was my main thing that I would do. I would just go out and take photos to have fun. And sometimes it's easy to get caught up in sort of, all right, I've got to go on this shoot and I've got to get these bangers, I've got to get all these good photos. When in actual fact, if you try and think about getting good photos, you're just going to stress about it and then not get good photos. The point that I'm making is that it's really fun, and I find that you get the best photos when you just go out simply to have fun and not take it too seriously. So I think that's what we did tonight. Not tonight's shoot, it was actually last night's shoot. I was too tired when I got home to film the outro. So I was like, nah, I'll just film it tomorrow morning. It's actually surprisingly, I just spit on the screen there. Oh, now I've got to refocus, because I don't know where I focused it. Please be in focus. All right, we're good. It's actually surprisingly hard to do lens ball photography. Like, I know it might sound like weird me saying this, but it's a skill in itself to learn how to use the ball to its like, I don't know, this sounds really stupid because it's literally just a glass ball, but like, there's a lot of things you have to take into account, such as like the lens that you want to use. For me, I used 24-70. I found that the 24-70 was a good lens because for the shots that I wanted, I was holding the lens ball out. So I needed a wide enough lens to be able to capture the whole sort of photo, not just be zoomed in on the lens ball. A tip that I would give to you if you're going to go out and do lens ball photography, which I highly recommend you do because it is a lot of fun. A good thing to keep in mind is not always holding the ball. So sometimes it's good to place it down in a location like I did with that chair photo, because it just, your hand is taking up part of the frame, and it's sort of like, a hand doesn't really look that attractive in a photo. It's sort of just, when you have the lens ball just by itself, it just places more focus on it. Anyway, enough of me talking, let's get onto these photos. The first location that we hit up was this wall, and it was a light wall. I don't know where it came from, I've never seen it before. I'm pretty sure it's a new thing, But we went out and we noticed it, and I thought that it'd be a cool location to get some nice bokeh, which is the out of focus balls of light. It was good and all, but the only thing that I didn't like about the location was the fact that the lights were way too high up, which meant that I couldn't get a nice eye level shot. And I found it hard because I was having to like hold my camera up and hold the lens ball up and try get this photo. It was kind of an awkward angle. So this is the shot we got here. It's okay, like it's still cool. Like we went out there, it doesn't really matter whether it was a good or bad shot. I still got the shot. I wanted to move to a location that was more on like human level, you know, eye level. So we walked down to Bourke Street Mall and we found the famous Bourke Street Mall chairs. If you're from Melbourne, you know what I mean. If you're not from Melbourne, you'll probably think I'm crazy because I'm talking about a chair. These seats are really cool because they're made of metal, just like literally bars of metal. And they create something called leading lines, which helps draw the viewer's eyes to the subject of the photo, being the lens ball. So I placed the lens ball on the seat and then I got down on my knees. I got down and I started shooting. Well, I did. Hey, I had to get down on my knees, mate. I took the photo and I'm really happy with how this one turned out. Last night's shoot was something really fun and something that I want to do more of, which is just getting really creative with photography. Doesn't matter whether it might turn out shit, it might turn out really good. It doesn't matter. Just creating and being really creative with what you do. I've said creative like 5 times. Anyway, the point is I had a lot of fun and I would highly recommend you try out lens ball photography. But yeah, that's pretty much it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you like coming along to the shoot. It's cool being able to vlog photo shoots now because I've never really used to do that until I started YouTube. Like I would always just go out, take the photos and then come home, but it's good to be able to share that with you and to show you what behind the scenes of getting an Instagram shot really looks like. Thanks for watching today's video. Until next time, stay inspired, keep creating, and I will see you in the next one.